Hey guys, this is not an official video. This is just a generalized public service announcement. So let me tell you what's just happened to me. My family and I were helping a sweet little lady who is currently a widow clean off her back porch, which had been unclean for many years. And she had this rainbow vacuum cleaner. If you guys have never used it, you put water in the bottom. This was a really old version. Well, anyway, we put water in the bottom. It had lost its wheels, so I had to keep moving it from place to place. The porch was unbelievable, and I vacuumed up some large amount of dead bugs, even one desiccated frog, lots and lots and lots of dirt and mud and dust and pollen. Well, because of the water in the bottom, that mixes in with the dirt and dust and pollen and makes mud. By the time I finally stopped to look, it was already practically solid. Well, unknown to me, there was a crack in the bottom of the water pot at the very base of the thing, and when I lifted it up to go switch out the water and put fresh water in there, I didn't realize it at the time, but some diarrhea-looking mud had slipped out that crack and left a big old pile of what looked like poop on the porch. And then that vacuum cleaner was trashed because it turned out the whole base fell out and the whole part that held water cracked. Okay, so then the sweet little lady found a shop vac, and that's the point of this message, that you cannot trust a shop vac. I had never used one before. I'm not sure she had either, but we finally wrestled with it and finally got the lid clamped on, got it plugged in. It did have wheels, and so I had this little pile of what looked like poop that I had to deal with, and it had sort of dried out a little bit, but was stuck to that green carpet-looking grass that people have on their back porch sometimes. And so I rehydrated the muddy diarrhea with a little bit more water, and then went to vacuum it up with the shop vac. Well, y'all may not realize this, and it was not labeled. This is going to sound ugly, and I don't mean it that way, but there is a top hole and a bottom hole on a shop vac. And the mechanism of action varies depending on which hole you decide to plug your hose into. And so I did not know that, and I apparently chose the wrong hole. And I now can't even remember if it was the top or the bottom one, but whichever one I chose, and then hit the power button and placed my nozzle, the end of my hose, very close to this pile of looked like diarrhea poop mud. I had accidentally chosen the blow feature and not the suck feature. And I object to this because if something's named shop vac, the word vac implies that it is a vacuum, and vacuums are meant to suck stuff up, not blow stuff. And so I ended up with this diarrhea-looking mud splattered over not only my nice tennis shoes, my socks, my legs, my shorts, but the best part of the whole porch. And the funny part is, at the very beginning, I thought it was working because that green grass-looking carpet stuff was perfectly clean because it blew the mud away so powerfully. But then I realized I had merely displaced it and not actually vacuumed it up, as the name of the stupid thing implies. So, word to the wise, be extremely careful which hole you choose in which to place your hose. This is what I'm saying.